Hello everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining Mat Pilates today. We have a full class and then a couple online. This class we will be using a foam roller, so make sure you have that set off to the side. We're going to start into a standing position and really just kind of warm up through the hips and the low body. So find your balance. You're going to draw one knee up, and then you're going to pull it up and around to the side, and then set that foot down, and then same thing, other leg. So up and around and return. So that's what it looks like. Forward. Make sure you have water set off to the side. Turn on my timer here. If I don't have my timer, I will go over the time. I need it for my own check-in. Good. So working on balance here. Pilates is really all about core stabilization, focusing on mobilizing one body part while stabilizing the other, and that really helps to, again, strengthen our deep transverse abdominals. It wraps around the entire torso, and it helps to protect our lumbar spine. Okay, let's do one more each side. Last one. Let's bring it down to the floor. So we'll turn to face the mirror here. And then on all fours, and we're going to go into a cat-cow. So as you exhale, you're going to round your mid-back up toward the ceiling. And now inhale to extend. Exhale to round. Inhale to extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Keep it going at your own pace. I want you to focus on the breath pattern here. And typically when we do the exhale is when we're trying to activate the abdominals, pull the belly button in toward the spine. Let's go for one more. Good. Kind of flatten out the spine. We're going to go into a bird dog. Now, opposite arm is leg. You're going to extend the right arm, left leg, and then pull the elbow toward the knee and kind of round it in, extending up to the height of the shoulder and the hip, and pull it in. So we're going to do an inhale to extend, exhale, round it in. Keeping that weight even through that left arm and the right shoulder. Okay, two more on this side. Last one. Good, same thing other side, and this is good ab activation and glutes and arms. Inhale, extend, exhale, round it in, keep it going. I'll kind of take pauses from here and there just to get a view on you all. Good. Now finish out two more. Last one. Good. Now bring it up to the knees. You're going to reach the arms forward. This is called protraction and retraction. Now the arms are straight. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then kind of round it forward. So your shoulder blades are just kind of hovered and floating onto your rib cage essentially. And this is just kind of another good way to warm up through the shoulders. And really isolating. We'll do two more. Now last one. Now we're going to take that motion, bring it onto all fours. And this is kind of called a scapular push-up. You're going to do that same motion, allow your shoulder blades to kind of scrunch together, and then exhale, pull it away, and doing that protraction. So retraction, your shoulder blades come close together, and then pull away. It's kind of a tricky one to get down at first. A lot of people start to kind of bend their elbows, but you want to keep the arms straight. Now we're going to stay here for about another 10 seconds, and then we're going to do actual push-ups. Yay! In 3, 2, and 1. Now you can either stay on all fours or you can lengthen at the hips, but your toes are tucked under. You're going to bend at the elbows and then press it back up. Inhale to bend and exhale to press. So the arms should be at about a 45-degree angle. Good. And then press it up. Good. Now we're going to stay here for another 10 seconds. Arms should be getting warm. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a child's pose. Sink it back. Reach the arms long. Separate the knees. And just take a deep breath here. Inhaling through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Get that full expansion through the backs of the rib cage as you inhale. And exhale, release. Good, we'll stay here for about another 10 seconds. Now on your last exhale, you're going to slowly roll it up, 1 vertebrae at a time, and your head is the last to return. Okay, gang, we're going to take a seat, and your legs are going to go long. Now, a couple of things here. We're really working on posture. So you want to focus on keeping the shoulders stacked on top of the hips. Your feet are flexed. If this is too tight, bend the knees and just try to prop yourself up a little bit higher. You can also take the back edge of your mat and kind of roll it up to prop yourself up a little bit more. So, a couple of options there. All right, we're going to start with the flexion forward. Flexibility through the hamstrings. Place the hands to the thighs. Take an inhale. Expand that rib cage. As you exhale, nod the chin. You're just going to round it forward, just getting that active flexion. Take an inhale to stay here. And now exhale, you're going to restack your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Your head is the last to return. We'll do it again. Take an inhale. Exhale, rounding forward, pulling the abs in. It's an active crunch. Take an inhale. And now exhale to roll it back up. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tuck the chin, round it forward. Scooping out the belly, hollowing it out. Inhale, stay. And exhale to roll it back up. Let's do 1 more here. Take an inhale. And exhale, rounding it forward. Good. Inhale here. And exhale to roll it back up. Good. Now your arms are going to come to a T position. We're going to twist to the right first. This is a spine twist. Now, as you inhale, you're going to twist to the right. You're going to flip the back hand. Exhale, round it forward. That front pinky comes to kind of the outside of your foot. Now roll it back up. Flip the palm of the hand to face forward again, and then twist and unwind center. We'll do the same thing other side. So twist left, flip the back hand, round it forward, draw on the abs. Inhale, roll it back up, and then exhale to twist. Good. So more fluid here. Inhale, twist. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, roll it up, and exhale, return. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, twist. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, center. 1 more each. Inhale, twist. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll it up. And exhale, center. Last one. Inhale, twist. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, roll it up. And then exhale to return. Good. Now, I'm going to have you come to the front edge of your mat. And we have a half roll back. Now your feet are about hip distance apart. You're going to reach the arms forward and flex it forward. Now stay with that C-shaped curve. As you inhale, you're going to round it back about halfway, and then exhale, pull yourself back to that starting position. Inhale, roll it away. Shoulders relax down, and then exhale, pull yourself forward. Inhale, roll away. Exhale, return. This is your half roll back. So these are all kind of traditional mat Pilates exercises. part of the repertoire. Now we're going to do 3 more and then add some challenge. Pull it back in. Last 2, inhale and exhale. And now last one, take an inhale, hold it here. Exhale, reach the arms up by the ears, and then inhale to lower. So you want to maintain that C-shaped curve as you lift the arms and then lower back down. So we're challenging endurance a little bit here. Good, 2 more. Maybe get a little shaky through the abs. Last one. Good, and then bring yourself back forward. Perfect. Now, go ahead and straighten the legs. Your hands are gonna come to the forehead. We're gonna go to that half roll back again, but again, add a little more challenge. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna roll it halfway back. Relax the shoulders, and then inhale to return. If this doesn't work, go back to that starting position of reaching the arms forward just to kind of balance it out a little bit more. Good, so you're getting that articulation through the spine, mobilizing your spine, stabilizing the legs. 2 more. And return. Good, and last one. And back up. Nicely done. Kind of shake out the legs a little bit. We're going into rolling like a ball. This is a typical mat Pilates exercise. It's one of my favorites. It's rolling like a ball. You're literally like rolling back and forward like a ball. So your hands come to the outside of your ankles. You're gonna come off of your sits bones and your feet lift off. So you're gonna find your balance here. As you inhale, roll it back. And then exhale, find your balance at the top, lengthening through the spine. So you're getting that round to come back up, and then lengthen. Now again, if this is too much or it's uncomfortable for your spine and you're getting that kind of chunking on the way down, go back to that starting position, place the hands behind the thighs, and go back to your half roll back. Good. Typically with Pilates versus yoga, yoga uses a thin, sticky mat. Pilates, you want a little bit more cushion because it's a lot of rolling on your tailbone. Now, we're going to stay here for another 10 seconds. Then we're going to do some glute work with the foam roller. Okay, finish out 1 more on your end. And release. Nicely done. Okay, let's get the foam roller out. And then you're going to place it underneath the feet. So if you want, you can always take your socks off just to give you a little bit more grip. I'm probably going to do that just so your feet don't slip. But from here, you're going to place your feet directly on top of the foam roller. And then arms are long down by your sides. So we have a glute bridge. You're going to lift straight up and then lower back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So again, feet hip distance apart and knees are hip distance. You're firing up your glutes to lift the hips. You're going to feel this a little bit deeper into your inner thighs as well. Good, keep going. Now we'll stay here for about another 10 seconds, and then we're gonna add pulses. Three, 2, hold it at the top. And now you're going to lower the hips and lift, just little tiny pulses. Good, keep it going. Now we're going to stay here for another 15 seconds. Keep pulsing. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and set the feet back down. Now from here, gang, you're going to take your foam roller away from the feet. You're going to place it to your thighs. Your legs are going to go up to a tabletop position, and we have your dead bug. Now you want to keep resistance into your foam roller. You're going to extend, opposite arm is like, pull it back in, and then same thing, other side. Actually, you know what? Sorry. Stay to one side. You're going to place your right hand to the foam roller. Your left arm, left leg extends all at once, and then pull it back in. Good. I didn't think that one through. Good. Keep it going. Okay, a foam roller. Okay, 10 seconds left on this side. Are we feeling our abdominals yet? It's okay to say yes. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Set the feet down for a second. Kind of shimmy through the hips if you need it. We'll do the same thing other side. So legs go back to a tabletop. That's essentially just a 90-degree angle. Right arm, right leg, extend, and then pull it back in. Now with that left arm, I want you to apply some pressure into the foam roller and into your thigh. Good. Almost there. You have 10 seconds, and then we're going to place the foam roller underneath the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, go ahead and set your feet down. Now from here, you're going to slide the foam roller, lift your hips. You're going to place that roller right under your sacrum, so kind of that flat part of your butt. So you're kind of into this glute bridge position. Your hands go to the outside of your foam roller to hold it into place. And now your legs are going to go straight up to the ceiling. This is going to feel good. You're going to do an exhale to send the legs in toward the head, and then send the legs away down to a low diagonal. That's where the work comes for the abs. Pull the legs in toward the head, and then send them away. So you get some work and some flexibility. So hopefully if you have a foam roller at home, this will give you some additional tools to use. Now we'll stay here for about another 10 seconds. Finish out your last one. And then you're going to pull the legs into a tabletop position, separate hip distance apart, heel tap, or actually a toe tap. So you're going to alternate with this single leg, and then we'll do double. What's nice is that you're actually getting a good hip flexor stretch with this too. So maintain that 90-degree angle. Okay, finish out one more each. Now you can either stay here or double toe tap. So as you exhale, you're gonna lower down. You may not reach all the way down, and then inhale to return. Exhale, double. Inhale, return. So some of these movements you may feel a little shaky through the abdominals, and that's okay. That's how we build up strength. Good. Finish out 2 more. And now last one. Awesome. Now you're going to push the foam roller forward just to place the hips down, and then gently roll yourself back up to a seated position. Now we're going to place the foam roller onto the back. Let's give you a little rolling out here of the spine. Hands come back behind the head and lift the hips slightly, and you're just going to roll forward and back. May feel some cracking, some popping. This I try to do nightly if I can. So you want to stay more so onto the upper back and the mid back. We don't need to roll out the low back. Just kind of applies more pressure to the lumbar spine that we don't need. Okay, we'll stay here for another 10 seconds. And now you're going to set the hips down. The foam roller is going to move to the back of the neck. And then from here, you're going to tilt the head from side to side. This, again, I try to do nightly. If you're feeling any knots anywhere, kind of stay into that area. Kind of roll the head around, or you can even just apply pressure and just hold it there. Keep going here. If you tend to hold in like neck tension, sometimes if you find a spot that's more of a trigger point, sometimes it can kind of give you that zing up through the side of the head. Keep holding it here. Now we'll stay here for another 10 seconds, and then we'll set the foam roller off to the side and do some glute work. Okay. All right, foam roller can go off to the side. Now, I'm going to turn to face you all, and everyone is going to come lie onto your right-hand side, right side. So I'm going to be the mirror image. Now, from head to toe, you want to be in one long line. So your shoulders are stacked on top of the hips, and then your feet are in line with the hips. If you feel like you're completely balanced on your hip, you are doing it correctly. Now, your top leg, you're in a point to lift just up to the height of the hip, and then flex to lower. Inhale, point lift. Exhale, flex lower. So it's a very small range of motion, but we're targeting glute med here. Now keep going. I'm just going to kind of come around and see if anyone needs adjusting. And make sure that top hip is square forward. Good. Here, and I'm going to bring you back just a little bit. There you go. Good. Perfect. Nice work, everyone. Okay, now from here, you're going to lift your top leg, your bottom leg comes to meet, and then everything lowers down at once. Inhale, exhale the bottom, that same exhale to lower back down. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Now you can use that top hand to help support a little bit. Or if you want to be crazy, you can bring the hand to the hip and then really challenge the abdominals. And roll around like a beached whale. It's a very deceiving exercise. Okay, so we have one more here. Now both legs are going to lift together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, both legs lift just up to the height of the hips and then lower back down. Exhale, lift, and inhale, return. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Two more. And last one. Okay, so this is my favorite. You all may hate this, but you're gonna reach your bottom arm straight out from the head. You're gonna bring your top arm and slide it down to the thigh. Now, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna lift up to a lateral flexion. Oh, I haven't done this for a while. Reach, and then inhale to lower back down, staying into one long line. Now, an option here, you can again use that top arm to help support, and then lower back down. Exhale. Good, one more. Exhale. And inhale to lower. Now, the last exercise, lift your top leg hip distance apart, and we have leg circles. This is where it's gonna start to burn. This is the fun part. So again, make sure that top hip stays square and minimal movement. So we're stabilizing the pelvis, mobilizing the leg. Go ahead and reverse that direction. I'll give you a stretch after this. We'll stay here for about another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Flip onto your back. You're going to pull that same leg to the chest and then cross it over and stretch it out. Might feel a little tight. And then go ahead and center back out. Slowly roll it back up. We have to do the same thing other side. Okay, so quick transition here. Okay, top leg, point to lift, exhale, flex to lower. So watch where that positioning is. Again, want to be in one long line. Inhale, point, inhale to lift, and exhale to flex to lower. So again, just up to the height of the hip. One more. Let's add the bottom leg. Inhale, exhale the bottom, and then everything lowers together. Inhale, exhale, and lower back down. So keep it going. If you didn't know, we have a whole Mat Pilates playlist on our YouTube channel. I think there's like 60 classes. There's plenty of content. So if you're looking to kind of add this into your workout routine, you can do it at home. You don't need any equipment, just a mat. And you can literally just go down the playlist. One more. And now both legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, both legs lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Two more. And now last one. All right, the fun part, the lateral flexion. Top arm comes on top. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, find that lateral flexion position, and then inhale to lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now the tricky part here is making sure that you're not piking at your hips. Really reach the legs down. Two more. And now last one. Good. Leg circles, last exercise. Lift that top leg and then circle. I'll let you know when to reverse. I'm going a little bit over with time, so just a heads up. Doing good. Go ahead and reverse your direction. We'll stretch after this. Last 3, 2, and 1, and release. All right, roll onto your back. Pull that left knee to the chest and cross it over. Hold it here. Now we're going to end with one more ab exercise so that we can kind of get that burn and then you're done. So go ahead and center it back out. This is called double leg stretch. It's a typical mat Pilates exercise. Our spine is imprinted, so the small of the back gets close to the mat. You're going to bring both legs up to your tabletop position. Flex it forward, reach the arms down by your ankles. Now you're going to do an inhale to send the arms and the legs long. Exhale, swim the arms around and pull the legs back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Options here, you can keep the upper body down and do the legs, or you can do one leg at a time, alternating. Do what's best for your body. Okay, we're gonna stay here for another 10 seconds and then you are done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it back in, and now set the upper body back down. Gently roll yourself back up to a seated position. You guys, 30 minutes went by really, really fast. That is the class. Again, we have a couple of Pilates classes coming up in May. Register on Mind Body. Thank you so much for joining Wellness Week Pilates with a foam roller. I will see you next week for regular classes. Enjoy the rest of the week.